This week's tip is door gapping. As you can see, the gap on this Mercury is too close. And we have everything else adjusted on the car the best that we can, but you can see it's just way too tight. So what Bob's going to do is he's going to have to cut this back. He has to cut this back. We've already fit the moldings. We know where they end up coming, so we have plenty of room. You have to cut this gap. But he's not just going to go back just where the gap looks perfect. He has to go a little bit farther than that, so that when he welds on the edge, he has meat or material on there as he grinds it back, so the panels won't come back apart, because there's two pieces. You got an inner and an outer because of the way the skin is folded around here. So we'll work on it and we'll take a look at it, see how it comes together. And what Bob's doing is he's marking it with a ruler. He's getting it so many centimeters or millimeters back, because he knows what he has to do to cut it back. And then he'll go over with a tape, and then he'll measure it and mark it out, kind of like connect the dots, if you will. As you can see, I get a little close up in here. You can see the little lines. He's got them. See? You can see them. How much distance are you going on this? What's the safety margin, Bob?
I would go back about 9/32 of an inch.
And that makes a difference. Now that'll change depending on the panel, or is it always that amount?
If the other panel's fairly straight, that'll be safe, because when I do my grinding, I'll be about at 7/32 at the gap.
I see. As you can see here, Bob's holding the little ruler, and you can see that it's pretty straight in there between the fit between the two. The quarter goes in just a little bit. There's just a little gap right here, and that's okay, because you're going to have primer and a little bit of filler build that up. But when you weld this, you got to weld it really slow so it doesn't warp it. We'll take a look.
Okay, we're ready to start cutting back on the door panel. We'll only go about 2 or 3 inches at a time, and then put a couple of tacks on that before we make our next cut, so that we don't have any separating of the inner and outer panels.